over the last several months, I've become increasingly shocked by the vast scope of Hillary Clinton's criminality. It's criminality. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it.
They can't control him. He hasn't sold out his real values, which is the great people of the United States, for a buck like Hillary Clinton does when she was Secretary of State. What it is, but aren't you glad we got a man like Donald Trump that would call our threat what it is Islamic terrorism? And I'm excited that we are elected a man in Donald Trump who believes in the name of Jesus Christ. He's not politically correct because he don't got to tap dance like Hillary Clinton for your vote. He's not going to pander after one race, but he's going to deal with issues that will impact the human race. Everybody. Everybody. And I'm so excited because I don't know. I just saw Mr. Trump. He said, Pastor Mark, have you seen the polls? I said, yes, sir. I've seen the polls, and they're going up, up, up.
In fact, I wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton if she paid me. The message is clear, the parallels are there. There are millions of ordinary Americans who've been let down, who've had a bad time, who feel the political class in Washington are detached from them, who feel so many of their representatives are politically correct parts of that liberal media elite. They feel people aren't standing up for them, and they've actually in many cases given up on the whole electoral process. And I think that you have a fantastic opportunity here with this campaign. You can go out, you can beat the pollsters, you can beat the commentators, you can beat Washington. And you'll do it by doing what we did for Brexit in Britain, of ordinary citizens who went out and delivered leaflets, who went to meet people where they worked and where they socialized, who convinced and inspired people to go out, if this was the one and only time in their life, and to vote for change. So my advice to you, if you want change in this country, you better get your walking boots on, you better get out there campaigning. And remember, anything is possible if enough decent people are prepared to stand up against the establishment. Thank you very much indeed.
The Democratic Party has failed and betrayed the African American community. Democratic crime policies, education policies, and economic policies have produced only more crime, more broken homes, and more poverty than we've ever had in those communities before. Nearly 4 in 10 African American children live in poverty. 58% of African American youth are not working. More than 2,700 people have been shot in Chicago since the beginning of this year alone. Violent crime has risen 17%, and in America's 50 largest cities, it's only going one way, folks, and that's up. Homicides are up nearly 50% in Washington, D.C., and more than 60% from last year in Baltimore. The Democratic Party has taken the votes of African Americans Americans totally for granted, and they've done nothing in return. They've just assumed they'll get your support, and they've done nothing, absolutely nothing, to deserve it. Hillary Clinton is a bigot who sees people of color only as votes, not as human beings worthy of a better future. She's going to do nothing for African Americans. She's going to do nothing for the Hispanics. She's only going to take care of herself, her husband, her consultants, her donors. These are the people she cares about. She doesn't care what her policies have done to your communities. And look what you have right now. Poverty, no education, crime. You can't walk down the street with your child. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. Hedge fund managers and Wall Street donors are throwing money at Hillary Clinton to try and stop our change agenda. Of course, if they start looking at the polls, they may stop doing that. Another crucial issue in this race is national security. Hillary Clinton may go down as the worst Secretary of State that has ever served in that office. Let's look back at the Middle East at the very beginning of 2009. Libya was stable. Syria was under control. Iraq was experiencing a reduction in violence. The group that would become what we now call ISIS was close to being extinguished, would never have happened. Iran was being choked off by economic sanctions. Fast forward to today, after spending $4 trillion, maybe $5 trillion, nobody even knows how much money has been sucked out of our country. What have the decisions of Obama-Clinton produced? Libya is in ruins. Our ambassador and 3 other brave Americans are dead. And ISIS has gained a new base of operations. They're all over the world. Syria is in the midst of a totally disastrous civil war. ISIS controls large portions of the territory. A refugee crisis now threatens Europe and is threatening the United States. Lift the burdens on small business, which is being driven into extinction by what's happening in our government. We'll create a level playing field for American workers. We'll never, ever let what's happened to them happen to them again. We'll establish justice and opportunity and safety in every community in the land. I am asking for the vote of every citizen in this country, African American, Hispanic, all Americans who want a better, brighter, and stronger future for yourselves and for our country. I am asking for your vote so I can be your champion in the White House. I will be your champion, and I will work hard to be your champion. And I won't be playing golf instead of going to see the people in Louisiana who have been devastated by floods. Because our jobs are being stolen from us, our companies are being stolen from us, our manufacturing is down by 40% and 50%, and numbers that nobody even believes. Those days will be over if Donald Trump is elected President of the United States. Believe me. We're going to cut taxes. reduce regulations, fix our trade deals, unleash American energy, and repeal and replace the horror show known as Obamacare. We are going to create jobs, jobs, jobs. Thank you. And I'm going to make it my personal mission to bring opportunity, safety, and prosperity to our very, very troubled inner cities. We'll be the greatest jobs president that God ever created, believe me. And we will tap into trillions of dollars in new energy wealth that we never even knew we had before. We will protect your jobs from illegal immigration and broken visa programs. And we will rebuild the roads, the bridges, the infrastructure, the tunnels, the airports in your communities. And we will rebuild it with our companies, with our steel, and with our labor. I say these words to you tonight. I am with you. I will fight for you. And we will win for you. We will win. Together, we will make America strong again. We will make America safe again. We will make America great again. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you, Mississippi. We love Mississippi. God bless you. Thank you. She testified to Congress under penalty of perjury. Now we learn about another 15,000 emails she failed to turn over, and they've just been discovered, I guess, today.